Children, let us discuss today in Science Makes Us Genius channel about the image formation through plane mirror and convex mirror, and later on we will study about concave mirror also. So let's start. So the first case is image formed by plane mirror. Characteristics: images can be real or virtual, erect or inverted, magnified or diminished. A real image is formed by actual convergence of light rays. When light gets converged, meet at one point, right? That then only the real image is formed. A virtual image is apparent convergence of diverging light rays. Light rays, when gets diverse in different direction, it will not converge, right? If an image formed is upside down, then it is called inverted, or else it is called an erect image. If the image formed is bigger than the object, then it is called magnified. If the image formed is smaller than the object, then it is called diminished. Image formation by plane mirror. The image formation or formed by plane mirror is always virtual and erect. That means when we see ourselves in the plane mirror, children, that is a virtual kind of image, because our left becomes right and right becomes left when we see ourselves. If you will write some alphabets also, like in the notebook, and you can see some alphabets also looks inverted, not it will be you'll not get the actual picture of the image. Like B will not be the B as we have written, it will look an opposite way, right? So that is the kind of image which we get in the plane mirror, and that is a virtual image and is always erect. Object and image are equidistant from the mirror. Let us see in this figure. You can see this man, the distance also, and the image formed of this man, and see the distance. The distance is equal and image formed is erect and virtual. You can see the right of him become left here, and eyes, other things also you can see right becomes left. So that is if you move your right hand, your image in the mirror moves its left hand. So it is how the image formed in the plane mirror. Virtual means made up of virtual rays, and it's not a real image, and it is always erect and at equidistance. So that is the kind of image formed by the plane mirror. Now let's see what happens images formed by spherical mirrors. Let's go through the various positions of the object and how can we get the different kinds of images and size of images, everything. Let's discuss one by one all the cases. Now the case 1. Object is placed between the poles and the focus. This is the object that is placed between the pole, this is pole here, and the focus. So what happens when the light goes parallel to the principal axis, it will go from the focus, and when you will see that it will meet at a one point here, it will not meet at one point here, just we can make it forward in this side, and we'll see how it will meet with the center of curvature line. Now let's see another ray which is incident and is going from the, appears to go through the center of curvature, and it will also revert back, because according to the rules of ray diagrams, when the ray goes from the center of curvature, it will come back from that side only, right? It will revert back. So when you will see that, when you will bring these rays to this direction, you will see they will meet at one point, right? And here you will get the image, which is a kind of image which is formed by virtual rays, imaginary rays, right? And it is magnified, it is bigger than the object, and it is a virtual image, it is an erect image. So what happened when the object is placed between the poles and the focus, pole and the focus? So the image you will get like this, magnified, and erect and virtual. Second case, when the object is placed at the focus, so what you can see, the ray is passing, parallel to the principal axis. This is principal axis, this is focus, this is center of curvature, this is pole, right? So when the ray is going parallel to the principal axis, this is going parallel, from the focus. One ray which is going from the center of curvature will revert back, and children, you will get the image, at infinity. You don't know where the image is formed, and the rays will not meet at any point, and it will be formed at infinity. Third case, when the object is placed between the focus and the center of curvature. Now the object is placed, this is pole, focus, center of curvature. This is between the center of curvature and focus. One ray which is going parallel to the principal axis will go from the focus. One ray which will go from the center of curvature, that will also, revert back, and you can see these lines will meet at one point, and here you will get the image which is inverted upside down, and it is a real image, and it is larger than the object. So what happens when the object is between the center of curvature? You get inverted image, real image, and it is larger than the object. Now the next case, case 4, when the object is placed at the center of curvature. So when the object is placed at the center of curvature, one ray passes parallel to the principal axis, will go from the focus. One ray will not go from the center of curvature, because now the object is actually placed at the center of curvature. Another ray will also incident from the will go from the focus and will pass parallel to the principal axis, and we'll see where these 2 points intersect, where these rays will intersect. You will get the image formation there, and it will be of the same size as that of object, and it will also be formed at the center of curvature only, and it will be inverted kind of image of the same size. What happens when the object is at the center of curvature? You will find the image formation at the center of curvature only, and it will be of same size as that of object. Okay, now the case 5, when the object is placed beyond the center of curvature. Beyond means backside of center of curvature, pole, focus, center of curvature, and this is the beyond limit. You can say the object is here. When the ray passes parallel to the principal axis, incident, it gets reflected and passes through the focus. One ray which is going from the center of curvature will revert back, and they will meet at one point, and they will intersect at one point, and here you will get the image formation will be small in size, diminished also. You can say it is smaller than the object, and it is inverted, and it's also real image. So beyond, we get the image like this. When the 2 points intersect, there you get the image. It is of small size than the object, and it will be inverted and real image. The last case, when the object is at infinity. So when the object is at infinity, you will get the image formation at the focus, right? So what happens, when the rays passes obliquely, it will reflect obliquely. One ray will go like that. One ray will passes from the center of curvature, will revert back in the same direction, and where these 2 points intersect, there you will get the image. It is also a real image, and it is also inverted image, and you will get this image at the focus. I think you people are clear with the image formation through plane mirror and convex mirror. So please go through it once again, right? Revise it, and I think it is very beneficial for you children for understanding the ray diagrams also, which I have explained you in my previous video, and this image formation also. All the best children, work hard and get good marks in board exams. Thank you. all.